Well, at first I was approached by Amy Peterson and Perry Cook. Actually, I was at a Mexican restaurant, and Perry Cook came in and said, "Hey, we want you to do this project for the city." And I looked at it for about 6 months and didn't know how to quote it, because it was like, I've never done this before, so how are we going to quote this thing? And so we spent about, I guess, 6 months before we finally put a price together. And I thought, they're going to give up on us. We're not going to do this project because we're taking too long. And so we finally put together a budget for it, turned it in, and then we found out we were selected. And I think Perry told me that at the Mexican restaurant down across from Carrington. And I live in the neighborhood, so it was like important to me to be able to do the project, because I thought, well, my granddaughter can see these signs and she can say, "Hey, my grandfather, put these signs up." Because so much of our work, we never see it again. We do a project for somebody and we put a lot of work into it, and it's kind of bittersweet because when you get finished, you never see it again. But I live 2 blocks down the street, and I'm gonna see these things every single day of my life. And so that's why it was an important project for us to do. So Amy and I collaborated on her art renderings of what it should look like, and then we went back to the old gazebo project, and then we took measurements and we kind of made a few modifications to her design to make it look more balanced. And that's how we kind of came up with the project. So I think they turned out really well, and I'm not saying that for myself. It was a collaboration between myself, and Amy, our guys, their ideas, just little things like just now. You just noticed they came up with these spacers to hold this in place while it's set up. And sometimes it's really good to let your guys, they're doing this work every day, let them participate in the process. And they have good ideas that you might not have even thought of, so it's kind of good to do that.
It's a pleasure for me to be a part of this celebration. I think Trussville is the best place in the world to be raised, and I had all 85 years of it here in Trussville. So I've enjoyed being here, and it's been a real asset to me and my family. I've raised 2 daughters, got 2 grandkids, and they were all born here in Trussville. So it's been a great thing for my life to be part of Trussville.
So we are so excited to be here to celebrate the commemoration of these gateways. This is so unique to Trussville. I think it's so appropriate that it describes the history of Trussville. This is a unique area, one of a kind in the United States, and we were happy to be able to use some of the Jefferson County Community Service grant money that's set aside for the state legislature to help support this project. We contributed $15,000 so they could complete these gateways. They add so much character to and complement the character of the project area, and we're just so excited for how they look and what they're going to mean. The bricks are awesome to see people who can forever be part of the history of this historic area. So congratulations to all the people, and thank you to all the people who had a part in making this happen.
Well, it finally came true. I can't tell you how many years ago that this neighborhood was promised that other gateways would be built. But now it's been done. It's complete. It's wonderful. It's such a tribute to the neighborhood, to the city leaders, and to the Cahaba Foundation that put it all together. It's just amazing. It will be here for at least 100 years, I imagine, if not longer. I just can't talk about how thrilled I am, and to see all these people here today, the entire city council, mayor, people who haven't seen in 50 years, it seems like, and talk about childhood memories and things that we did in this area. And now we've kind of documented it for posterity's sake, and it's just going to be here for many generations to enjoy. I'm just thrilled to see it happen.